As we sat there in the darkness, not knowing what we were about to see in the gathering crowd, suddenly, across the small lake, we saw a carriage with men in black and brown cloaks, robes, in front and in back, bearing a bound body. Remember, it was a hidden camera and at somewhat of an angle.
So who was on the stage? What kind of people?
Well, this isn't the stage. This is across the water, a road. Men in black and brown robes bringing a bound body in. So they bring a bound body, then they bring it back across the water, back up to the idol.
But you know who were performing the...
No, they were wearing hoods. It's in the dark. They're 100 yards away from me.
But do you think the members of the government were just watching, or do you think they performed the ritual themselves?
Oh no, higher level Grove members take part a lot of times in the rituals. Like Walter Cronkite, it's been admitted in the news, been part of the ritual.
What part?
The voice of the owl.
Black and brown, and the bound body on the back of the buggy. They drove behind big black tarps they had hanging out of the trees. There was lots of smacking on lips and bizarre enjoyment by the crowd. We still haven't made out exactly what was going on, but that a real sacrifice may have actually been developing according to some occult experts.
So what can you say about that?
Well, the old men, as they were bringing the body, seemed to get more excited, and I didn't know what it meant. I just see a carriage and some people in robes. I didn't know they had the bound effigy or body. And then the old men, when the vehicle stopped in the dark, were really getting excited. They got more excited about this than anything else later when you got the big idol and they're burning the body. So if something real happened, it happened earlier. There's the high priest.
The owl is in his leafy temple, and all within the grove be reverent before him. Lift up your heads, O ye trees, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting spires. For behold, here is Bohemian shrine, and holy are the pillars of this house.
The same thing you told me in the car. About how they start breathing and became like evil and...
Well, earlier, before they turned the lights on, before they brought the torches out, the old men were getting off when that carriage came with the bound body. That was when they were really around me, getting really excited. And then they did it again at the end of the ritual when they set the bound body on fire. And it screams. It's all theatrically done. The crowd was really getting off on it and getting some type of religious fulfillment out of it.
So, did you become scared of it?
I thought it was a lot more serious at that point. Because I saw a lot of effeminate, weak men, even though they all have a lot of power. And then, as things began to develop, I figured out, first I'm going, this is really stupid, but as soon as the ritual started, they were getting excited next to me going, oh yeah, real under their breath, and you're going, because at first you just see guys with torches. Then they settle down, and then when the ritual kind of terminates or comes to its climax, they got excited again.
Why were you concerned of that they took it seriously? What was your concern? Why did you concern?
Why did I take it? Why did I have concern that they were taking it serious? Because I wish they were just sitting around drinking beer, going, having fun, and we're just up there with a weird stone owl and guys walking around in red and black robes, just having a good time, at being like a fraternity prank. It wasn't. I was hoping it wasn't real. I snuck in during the day and I walked past the owl and I think, man, the owl's real. Okay, this is true. People didn't even really know if that was true yet. And then it gets dark and out come people in red and black and white robes and they're doing this ancient ritual that I've read about in history books, kind of mixing in some druidic Faustian things to it. Because in the book on Faust, who makes a deal with the devil in Germany, the devil is trying to find care and put it in this box so that he can control Faust. So here they are capturing Care, they're destroying Care. In all human sacrifice rituals throughout history, it's about putting your problems on the offering, then giving that to the gods. And so I was hoping that that at least there was a veneer of screwing around and joking around. I mean, still, normal people don't do this, travel to a place in Northern California from all over the world to have a kickoff ceremony. But I was kind of hoping it was their mascot or something, and it was stupid. It was fun. It isn't done in fun. I was sitting there with old men all around me with this little hidden camera on my side, and they were taking deep breaths, waiting in the darkness before the ritual started. They were, and my associate Mike, who snuck in with me, was kind of going, "This is nice night." And they were going, "Huh, what?" Because he was going, "This is," because he wasn't solemn, and I told him, "Shut up, let's be serious." And then once they started bringing the bound body across the water to be burned before the idol, the old men were going, "Get that son of a bitch," and kill him. Oh yeah. And just, I mean, they were really, this was like a religious rapture for them. And if you listen to the audio real careful, you can turn it up and just hear some of the, but it's hard with a camera and a little bag to really pick up what my ears were hearing. These old men all around me, very close to me. I had to kind of climb up on a redwood tree about a half foot with 1 foot on a knot or a root to kind of get up above them in a space, because it was a hill going down for me with these old guys in front of me, so I could shoot between two of their heads. And so I've got old men below me because the hill goes down, old men beside me, old men behind me, because the average age there, I'd say 70 years old. I mean, I was 27 when I snuck in. I'm 32 now, so I was really young.
And is it just rumors about real human sacrifice, or was it true?
Well, I shot this on July 25th, 2000. And we didn't know. We were told it was an effigy. We heard it was an effigy. Probably was an effigy. But then we confirmed it was an effigy in July of 2000 because an employee there with their little bitty, cameras are really small now, little snapshot camera that also shot video. He went into the owl. He got footage of the effigies, everything. That's in my film, The Order of Death. You can also look at the photos and information at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com.
Okay, so there wasn't never real human sacrifice then.
There have been reports of that from other sources. I don't know if that's true. We've seen no evidence of that.
What about peeing on the trees and child molestation and stuff? I don't know.
I don't think peeing on trees is connected to child molestation in there.
Oh, it's just...
Yeah, I mean, it's more of an outdoorsy thing, and they've got toilets, but it's fun. They like to be able to, when you're out in the woods, go against a tree. Frankly, I've done it.
Yeah, that's...
In fact, I peed up against Bohemian Grove trees, but because I couldn't get into the camps because I didn't want to meet people, I just, I was like hiding in the woods part of it, so I went in the trees. As for child molestation, there's been reports of that, but I can't confirm it. I don't know if that's true.
Mm-hmm. And about the real human sacrifice, you also didn't see that, but you heard the rumors, right?
Yes. And the first time we snuck in, I said, probably an effigy, could be something else, as some have said, probably not. Now, we've had an employee, and people say this could be staged, but I don't know, it seems legitimate, that it's an effigy. And it looked like an effigy from 100 yards away, and then they superimpose a scream over it. I believe it's a mock human sacrifice.
And now, can you describe me a little bit about the owl in religious symbol? What does it mean, the owl?
Well, it's pretty much the same thing, whether it was the Babylonian or the Canaanites or the Greeks. It was the guardian of the night, the guardian of wisdom, the predator of the night. It can see in the night, and nothing else can, so it hunts at night. It's prey or blind. It's all-seeing. That's why it's like, nowadays we think of it as wisdom, because it's all-seeing. So it's the all-seeing eye. And in Babylon and many other ancient cultures, it was seen always guarding the goddess. The owls guard the goddess. And the Illuminati predominantly worships the goddess. That's what they think is the most important. You did a story on the Ku Klux Klan. Tell us.
Yes, I did the story.